Huh. Anyways, it's too early in the morning. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna fucking do a touch up on the guttural gurgle fucking whatever hybrid frog fucking beast bathroom toilet possess gremlin fucking vocals whatever. Alright, so a lot of guys been asking, how do you do it? Just more of a precise, I guess technique or whatever. I've counted 3 key things in order for it to come out, but it's actually 4 if you really think about it. Another thing to add, at the time right now, I've been sick for 3 days, so a lot of guys will tell you, oh, it's bad for your throat, blah, blah, blah. On the contrary, for me, it makes it more chunkier because I always say you need a lot of lubrication while you're doing it. So drinking a lot of liquids and water, especially on stage or when you're practicing, because you will dry it out because you're using your throat. It helps you when you're sick. Stupid fucking focus. Because you have all your fucking saliva and your mucus are just keeping it lubricated and sludgy, so it's a better impact. What the fuck? Anyways, yeah, so I've been doing it more frequently, trying to kind of, get to know my body or my technique a little bit more. So whenever I am doing it, I feel that I am using my diaphragm just a little bit of air. I'm not pushing all of it whatsoever. So it's just basically just a little fumes of air, not the whole fucking diaphragm. And as far as the throat technique, I am kind of, I do squeeze my throat, but it's the kind of, it's a slight squeeze. It's not a fucking, oh, I'm gonna get you, fucking. But it's like, just a calm, hey, you aggravated me, I'm going to put my hands on your neck type of deal. Not a fucking chokehold or anything. But I've noticed whenever I do squeeze it and I push on my air and I kind of like shallow out my lips, there's more of a resonance, so it gives it that kind of crunchy cricket tone. But that's just a resonance. Alright, so the ones you guys are familiar with are the lows and the mids or whatever. So now, there's 3 or 4 elements that go into that. What you're doing is you're pushing your diaphragm a little bit, and then you're kind of straining your throat. So I guess let's say kind of like pretend like you're dry heaving, whenever you're gonna puke or you're just really fucking drunk and hanged over the next day, you're like so kind of like that, just simulate a dry heaving effect, so you can feel yourself straining it, just relax, like because if you were to tighten it, it would be like you're choking on a dick or some shit. Anyways, there's that, plus the air that makes too. The tone. Some kids, they'll be like, oh, it's like a Pee Wee Herman tone, or it's kind of like a monk kind of tone. I mean, there's 2 different tones you could use. You could either use your vocal or the weird-ass Pee Wee Herman fucking monk tone. So just at the same time you're pushing your air and straining your throat, add like a tone, just hum like or just like whatever. I mean, you can hear the difference. There's definitely more bass, and I guess resonance when you're doing the whole monk thing. So it's like a lot of it comes from the mouth too. And like a guy said, it's kind of like a cupping the mic effect. There's more volume in it, and you're not using too much volume. But the reason is because you're caving your mouth, you're making shapes, and you're expanding your cheeks. All that sound is being it's in there. It's like your own fucking acoustic entertainment set, dude. It's like, it's just bass. And just a lot of sound, there's a lot of acoustics going on in there. So that's why it sounds a little bit louder, but really it's not. So that, has a lot to do with it. Like, for example, and so that's about 3. I've been doing a newer technique where basically instead of using a little bit of air, I'm using a little bit more of air, and I guess it kind of makes a difference. Not too much. I mean, it just sounds a little bit louder, and it sounds like just a death growl being mixed into it. So the regular ones would be like. The newer ones I've been using, I just force it more with my diaphragm. So it'd be like. So it gives it more of a, I guess, like a death metal, deathcore kind of little fucking grunt in there. Which isn't too bad. I mean, it's up to preference. I've just been, trying different things, trying to get to know myself and see what works and see what doesn't. I think that pretty much covers everything. I'm not sure what else you guys want to hear or whatever. Focus a lot on relaxing your throat. See what works for you and not. Like I said, it's kind of like choking yourself, man. Just dry heave. The key elements are obviously going to be your cheeks, shaping your mouth, your tongue, because you will get different octaves based on that. And just concentrate on using your throat. Don't strain yourself. Just kind of, like. And then, add some air and the whole monk thing. Like if you're fucking meditating. So just add it all together, man, and be like. My dog, she's asleep. I honestly decides to snore throughout the whole video, but my dog's under the blanket. I don't know, she's fucking weird. Anyways, if you guys have any more questions, whatever, feel free to comment. Anyways, comment, subscribe, like, whatever. Check out my other stuff. I got guitar covers too that need attention. Yeah. Fuck the vocals. Listen to my stuff. Anyways, yeah, that's about it. But, comment, like, critique, which have not yet have gotten a fucking negative comment. Somebody needs to get some fucking balls and be like, dude, you fucking suck. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. Blah, 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 blah. I'm ranting now. Anyways, you guys have a good one. Laters.